This is a Pecha Kucha by Brian Bernard on the ecology of a cracker childhood. On page 35, Ray describes the beginning of her beloved longleaf pine forest by stating that the seed flew through the sky and fell in the opening and grew covetous, meaning it had a great desire to possess the land and grow on it. She describes this occurrence as if it was a fate to have happened and that it served a purpose. On page 65, Ray talks about the many secrets that the longleaf pine forest holds and does not share, this showing her strong belief for the forest life and human-like characteristics. This is a perfect example of personification in the sense that the forest has its own secrets. I'm not sure why the secrets are not shared and the major significance of them, though, but I know they are important. Ray says that she carries the landscape inside her like an ache. This can be more than one thing. She holds onto it so dearly that she can never let it go, or she hates how much she cares for the pine forest and it weighs heavy in her. Either way, she is experiencing a sort of grief for the forest being destroyed inevitably. The longleaf pine is a key symbol in the book. It represents Ray's beginning of her love for the earth. There are many instances where she fights to preserve the forest for her love of it, and she would do anything to preserve it and go against anyone for it. Ray's father told her of the many creation stories as a child. One in particular involved how lightning was a key factor in the creation of pine forests. They describe it as a battle that took place between lightning and the pine for control of land. But eventually the pine coped and inherited a way to thrive off of it and grow from it. Ray grew up on a junkyard in rural South Georgia with all the land she wanted to roam around. She very much enjoyed the landscape around the area and fell in love with it. Without the nature around her, she would never become who she is. For example, how she always wanted to play outside instead of playing the piano is just who she was. Here are some abiotic and biotic factors that make up who I am. First is soccer. Soccer has always been a big part of who I am. I've played ever since I was 8, and I can't remember what it was like not playing all the time. People on my team have always been there for me, and my 3 closest friends are from my old team. It's always kind of been something that can take my mind off the stresses of school and life, and I just love doing it every day. Next is family. My parents brought me up to be the best that I can be at whatever I desire to be. Throughout the years, my entire family has encouraged me through everything and been there behind me on everything. They teach me morals and life lessons every day. There is no greater thing than family and the one I was brought up in. Lastly is nature. I absolutely love nature and everything in it. I've always been the outdoorsy type that enjoys and wants to keep it safe and alive. The most beautiful thing about it is the animals that live in it. The reason nature is a big part of who I am is because there is no other thing that is more naturally amazing than nature itself, and that makes me want to preserve and cherish it for all time. My personal rule of life is to cherish it to the fullest and fill it with the things that make you happiest and complete you. Every day I do my best to fill it with soccer, whether it's playing or watching it, to spend time with my family and take that time to talk to them, or to do my best to help nature stay clean and healthy the best I can, or maybe just picking up some litter or feeding a bird.